Whoop. Recording local frames. Alright, let's go. So, this is another series of betting predictions on the, what is it, Vegas? DreamHack Las Vegas
Vegas.
Masters Tournament for CSGO. This thing right here with all these teams here. I have $150. And I will be showing my bets and everything at least for the first day. Because the game's already up on Drake Lounge, by the way, which is a terrible website. I just whatever. I have an addiction, so anyway I can fill it in. I use terrible websites, whatever, man. But the website really does suck. But hold on, dude. Affiliates, if you use my code. You see this dude right here? This dude used my code Abyss. He's bizarre. He's played $24. I've gotten a cent from it. So use that code if you don't have your free. It's free $5 on Drake Lounge. I mean, even if it is a shitty website, $5 is $5. You know what I mean?
We made
bucks.
that turn into 30.
Yeah, Tyler.
And then lost it all.
And then
Well,
lost it all
Alec
and
turned
gave it-
his 5 into like 30.
Yeah.
I think I made mine like 18.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to do that, support me a little bit. I'll get a little bit of every time you bet. So that's pretty cool. But our first game of the day is Astralis versus Complexity, and pretty much for everyone here, and everyone agrees that it's not worth it. Alex said,
Yeah.
6.4 multiplier, might as well throw a couple dollars down. But like Complexity's, why are they here? You know.
Dude, the Charlottes are coming on the major.
They have Desi, Uber, Surreal, Def, and Android.
Def is insane online in Rankest.
Online, yeah.
Yeah.
Android's a decent opera, and Uber's Uber.
Desi's been one of my favorite players on Winter Fox for a while until he's got the.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at their past couple games, they beat Energy once, they beat Liquid in a best of 3. And they lost to SK 19-6 and 9-6 and 10, 9-16 and 10-16. I don't know why I kept saying 6. So I mean, they've had decent performances, beating NRG 16-7 on Nuke, 2-0ing Liquid, and having relatively close games to SK. Keep in mind that is all online. I don't know if Complexity's ever gone to a LAN as this roster. I know Uber's been to a couple. Because he was on a decent team once known as Selfless. Yeah, so, I mean, if you want to throw a couple bucks, I'm personally going to stay away from the match. It's definitely not worth it to bet on Astralis. I mean, what they won a major, they still choke all the time. I mean, it's not worth it. Okay, next game, North Optic. Alec thinks that North is going to perform pretty well at this tournament. And I don't disagree with him. I don't disagree with him.
Hiko.
But yes, Hiko is here. They've never played on a LAN together, but as a roster altogether, they have a lot of LAN experience. But as a team, they don't have any. I think that with the 150 that I have, I'm gonna wait to bet on this match pretty much last. If I have anything extra, I'll definitely throw it on Optic, but I don't know. I feel like Optic could win Cobble. I feel like Optic could win Overpass. I don't know how much Inferno is going to be played, because Inferno is being played over Dust 2 in this tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
this map will go to Cobble.
You think it's going to Cobble? I was pretty confident it would too, but you never know.
Possibly.
I'd say possibly an Overpass. I think Optic's not too mad about Overpass.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe
it's going to be Overpass. No.
Train, I don't know how North feels. I mean, North will probably ban. I don't think North feels like. Yeah, I don't think North feels like terrible on it, but against a team like Optic, they'll probably ban it pretty quickly.
North is playing with AZ, right?
Yeah.
North is playing with AZ, yes. Cajun, Config, MSL, Magix, and AZ.
FaZe is playing with Jacob.
FaZe is playing with Jacob. Yes.
And Renegades are not playing with. They're playing
Renegades
with
are not
Adder.
playing with Ricky. So.
Their best player.
Yeah.
But we'll go on to that later.
Virtus Pro versus Misfits now. So you saw that Astralis Complexity game up there where we said it's not even worth it. I'd say that this game is worth it to drop something on Misfits. I definitely think that with Virtus Pro, I mean, they're such a hit or miss team, and I think that Misfits are in my opinion, a pretty decent North American team that just haven't gotten a lot of time to shine, and I think that they could definitely show up a little bit to this event here, not necessarily beating top tier teams, but at least proving themselves as somewhat of a threat, you know.
I don't honestly know what maps they play.
I feel like, well, the past couple games they've played. Now, let's not look at this in a negative way. Out of their past 5 games, they've gotten 0-2'd by Liquid. They've lost 5-16 and 11-16 on Cash and Cobble against Liquid. And they beat Rush, which is a really crappy team, on Cobblestone and Mirage, 16-11, 16-12. I mean, yes, that's not the best performances, definitely. I mean, even Complexity was beating Liquid. And so why would Misfits have a higher chance? I think it's more that Virtus Pro has a higher chance of not performing as Astralis, and I think that Misfits has some decent LAN experience with Shongares and Shazam, old Cloud9 and stuff like that. They have some they have a lot of actual like, what is it called, chemistry together, because they've actually played together for a very long time. Relics, Twist, and Sick are kind of like the younger guys that are supposed to perform, and Sick and Twist are actually pretty good LAN players.
Sick could be one of the best players in North America, top 3 in my opinion.
Yeah, so I'd definitely say that I'm gonna drop 15 bucks on him. I think that's definitely.
NAF is taking over IGL for Optic, by the way.
For Optic?
Yeah.
They didn't. They're not having Hiko do it.
Nope. Which I actually
let's
like.
see if Hiko can frag now. Finally. As at the major, I think he got like 9 kills on one of the games and then like 12 on the other one or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, he didn't frag much at all. He didn't even have the opportunity to. He was just getting out aimed in every single thing. So maybe without the IGO, he can finally perform again. So back to Misfits versus Pro. I'm gonna drop $15 on Misfits. Confirm. All right, Fnatic Gambit. I mean, this matchup happens quite often.
They have no. I don't think they've played with the new roster against the new roster.
This is old Fnatic, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is Fnatic that pooped on Gambit in the last, well, not last major, but majors past on ESO1 Cologne. No, it was Cologne.
What did Gambit play in Columbus?
Gambit in Columbus?
CLG.
Played CLG. Yeah. And then they made it to top 4.
I bet on that game. That was the jumping P250 shot by Mo.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
On Cobble. But this is a game that happens quite a bit, even with Fnatic's old roster with Disco Doppler and all that, and then with their old roster, which is the roster right now. So you definitely can't say that, oh, Fnatic's a new team, you know, there's upset potential, whatever. Fnatic, this is good Fnatic right here. This is not old team. I mean, this is not new team. They need chemistry together. These guys have been playing together for so long. The main 4, and then Dennis has been playing with them for almost a year, even replacing Pronax. I mean, there's like with the whole entire like Swedish shuffle and stuff like that was happening. Maybe that gets in their heads a little bit, but these guys are such a solid roster that they've been playing together for so long with. But Gambit are my boys.
Fnatic 2-0 the French super team.
Yeah, Fnatic
that doesn't count.
Did 2-0 the French super team, quote unquote G2. I hate that team, by the way. They're terrible. That's why they're not here. Fuck them.
And Envy's better.
Yes, Envious is better. I like Envious. But I think I'm going to go 50 on Gambit, which will leave me with 85. Does that sound good? Alec?
How much?
50. maybe
Go
As
35.
long as it's not like Dust 2 and Cast like last time. I think
I
they
think
know it
I
was.
think 35 maybe, and then I'll have a solid 100. But there's not many better games to bet on, in my opinion, today, especially with the multiplier. So I think I'm gonna go 50. So I'm gonna go 50 on Gambit.
I think Fnatic wins this.
That's fine. I don't care what the fuck you think. I don't even know why you're on here.
I think
Tyloo's SK. To me,
If anyone cared.
this is a pretty good game.
Tyler's upset them before in a best of
Tyloo
3.
has beaten them before in a best of 3, 2-1, and I think with the 5.5 pretty much multiplier, that it doesn't make sense to me not to drop $10 on Tyloo. SK, this is their first time at a LAN with Phelps in the roster. And honestly, I don't really think they've had much time even on LAN to work together as a team. So Tyloo, there's a couple of things happening with their roster or whatever.
They're missing their best player.
Who?
Fancy.
I don't think personally. I think Mo is their best player.
Really?
Yeah, but so I'm gonna drop $10 on Tyloo. With a 5.5 multiplier and a pretty decent upset potential, I think it's definitely worth it. Cloud9 versus NIP is going to be a good game for me. I'm gonna go on NIP. I mean, not NIP. Cloud9, obviously. These are two of the best teams in the world, in my opinion. But they're both so inconsistent that it's crazy. They're the two of the best teams in the world, in my opinion, and neither of them made it to the major. So that just shows you how like inconsistent they are. Because Cloud9 are definitely better than some of the teams that made it through to the major. And so are NIP obviously, but I think that this is going to be a crazy game. It's really just who turns up, and because Cloud9 has the higher multiplier, I think it's probably smarter. Since it's like a 50-50 whoever shows up, Cloud9 has the higher multiplier. I think it's smarter to drop it on Cloud9. And because I know I'm probably not betting on any of the other games today, I'm gonna go probably like 35 on Cloud9, which will leave me with 40. Renegades FaZe clan. When we did a little quick preview about this, we said pretty much FaZe clan wins every map. And then I said, Renegades have a chance on Dust 2, but then I was reminded that Dust 2 isn't in the pool anymore. It's Inferno. So that really pretty much throws upset potential out of the picture for me, especially with Ricky being sat out.
Their best player by
Yeah,
far.
literally their best player. He's a really good opper. Maybe Mirage Renegades can do something on. That's about it. If it was Mirage and Dust 2, you know what I mean? I definitely think that it would be worth something, but since Dust 2's out and Inferno's in, I'd say that the only real map that Renegades might beat FaZe on is Mirage, and that's a lot of maybes. So I really don't think it's worth it. I'd say if you were looking to like boost your inventory a little bit, I'd say that this is the least risky game of the day to like bet high on an overdog. You know what I mean? Right, Alec? Isn't that what you agree with?
Yeah.
I'd say that yeah, FaZe Clan's most likely gonna take this game. And then Navi Mouse.
The only chance that they have, in my opinion, of winning is if like Adder comes in and starts going insane, or JKS performs how he usually does.
Yeah, JKS is
plus with someone else coming up like Yam.
Yeah, so I mean,
I can see an alternate world. Like I can see where they can win. Like
this
it's not
is
impossible.
Actually, I can see Renegades maybe pulling up an upset on Cobblestone too. But
Yeah,
I still don't personally think that it's a good match to bet on Renegades. Yeah, it's just not worth it to me. And Navi Mouse, they play together so often at major tournaments and stuff like that. Navi beats him almost every time. Mouse, has won a couple times, but it was on cash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And something that Navi will probably never do again is play cash. Maybe with Simple, maybe they're starting to work towards cash. I'm not really sure. I feel like with Simple, they can definitely start working towards cash. But I don't know. They're most likely not going to. So, I'd say Mouse maybe wins. I mean, I'd definitely give it to Mouse if they go to cash, but they're never gonna go to cash because that's Navi's insta ban.
And it can't go to Dust 2.
It can't go to Dust 2, which is another great map for Mouse and decent map for Navi. It used to be a really good map for them. Inferno favors Navi for me.
That was one of their best maps.
It definitely was one of their best maps. The way that they played, it just worked so well. And to me,
God, Edward on that
maybe train if Mouse Sports are coming out, if Oscar's coming out, if Nico feels like playing with his team the last tournament or whatever with him pretty much before he goes to FaZe. They beat Astralis on Mirage. They beat NIP, Train, and Dust 2. But those are online. That's in the E-League. I mean, so they're doing not E-League. Is it E-League? What is it? ESL
Yeah.
Pro League, the best of ones. So I'd say if it goes to Train or Mirage, maybe Overpass for me. Alex says Overpass Navi should win easily, which they probably should. But I see kind of an upset potential. But if it goes to Train or Mirage, I'd say Mouse have an okay chance of taking
or
it.
Nuke.
Or maybe even Nuke. Yeah, maybe even Nuke.
Yeah.
Mouse could definitely do something. But I don't know. I guess I'll drop like $10 on Mouse. But yeah. So that leaves me with $30. And then what was I talking about? It was Optic North was the game that I said I'd come back to. And I don't know if $30 is worth it on Optic. So I think I'm going to drop 20 on Optic. And then go ahead and throw the other 10 on Cloud9. So yes, that is my that's my bets for the day.
Really quick recap. Astralis Complexity, who do you guys have?
Astralis Complexity.
Okay, all of us Astralis.
North
Optic.
Skip. North Optic. I'm giving it to Optic on Cobble. Really, Cobble Overpass. I think that they win both those maps.
I'm going North.
Same North.
Okay. VP Misfits. VP. I mean,
everybody's VP.
Everybody's VP pretty much.
There's
the upset potential,
Yeah.
but if we're going with who we think is actually going to win, we're going to go with VP. Gambit Fnatic. I'm going Gambit. I mean, how many other times? No matter how many times they lose to Fnatic, I think that they definitely deserve more respect, and I think one of these times they have to beat Fnatic. So I'm going Gambit.
If they don't screw up the map pool this time, then they should win. But if they do and leave a map out for Fnatic to play on,
to be honest, I'm
gonna go Fnatic for this.
Okay, and what are you going, Tyler? Fnatic?
I think I might go Gambit.
But they should win. The Gambit honestly should win if they have their maps. And don't be stupid this time.
Not like E-League.
SK Tyloo, SK.
Everybody's SK.
Yeah. Cloud9, NIP. I'm going Cloud9.
Cloud9. Easy.
I want to go Cloud9, but I feel like NIP would just come out with a vengeance after not making the major.
Well, yeah, they haven't showed anything in ESL too.
Yeah, that's just true. They didn't. Right. They have not done anything on the Pro League yet. So, are you going Cloud9 or NIP?
NIP.
Alright, FaZe, Renegades, FaZe.
Everybody's FaZe.
100% FaZe for me.
And then Navi, Mouse, Navi.
FaZe. ongoing Navi. I think I went on every overdog this time.
Well, I'm still a Mouse fan, so I have to go Mouse.
No, Tyler, you're a Nico fan.
Yeah.
Same thing. He's on Mouse, so that's a Mouse
All right.
fan.
So, yeah, that's it. Pretty much.
Just like I'm a French fan, but Sixers Asian, so that doesn't count.
Thank you.
But you're a
watching.
shit French fan.
But Sixers insane, Alec. I don't know what you're saying.
No, he's
Sixers-
trash. Just
Sixers
because
better-
he shit on Kenny one game
Sixers
doesn't
are
mean
better
What do
nothing.
you mean
offer
one
than
game?
Kenny.
They won both those games, Alec.
Sixers.
All right. Well, that's enough of that. Me and Alec will yell at each other later about how much Envious is a better team than G2. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.